guys. Sitting here in Dixon, Tennessee. Couldn't deliver my load today. So I decided I'm going to stop where I'm going to fuel and shower tonight. Got an hour and a half to go before I'm at my shipper, or not my shipper, my receiver. So figured I'd just stop here, just chill out. Yeah, I called and asked if I could deliver today, and they said receiving hours were over. They could park there, which I guess I could do, but I want to take a shower tonight, so and get fuel here. Plus, it's just one of those days where I just don't really feel it. I wasn't really feeling it today. My drive through Arkansas this morning was a little bad. The roads were shit. Westbound was all fucked up. Thankfully, I wasn't going that way. I counted a 16-mile backup. And then 10 miles after that backup, I counted another backup that was like 7 miles long. There were trucks parked all over the side of the road. All the rest areas were full. It was madness. I'm glad I stopped last night when I did, because I-40 did actually shut down, I think, in both directions. Take a shower when I want to. I don't smell that bad. Not like some of the guys get out here. So, figured I'd come. Yeah, you know what? I was feeling it today, but I also wasn't. It's just been so gray and cold and shitty today. It's not a good day to be motivated at all. So I got me a front row spot here. Hopefully I can connect to the Wi-Fi later. That would be nice. Yeah, some guys do smell that bad. And it really, really sucks when you're stuck in line behind them. Really sucks when you're stuck in line behind them at like the truck stop or at a customer, and you could just smell them. Then you're like, dude, no. I mean, I know as drivers we all have our days sometimes when we probably don't smell the greatest, but there's a line. There's a line between, oh, I could probably use a little deodorant, and dude, you need to go wash your balls. Because you stink. Man, this is a bad loves to be walking through. People come flying through here like lunatics. Because there's a little hill that you got to go down to get into here, and dudes are just flying. No regards for anybody else. It's bullshit. And I'm really honestly surprised they don't put speed bumps at truck stops. I think yeah, you know, the bathroom's sometimes pretty ripe, but I'm allergic to like any sort of like body sprays, and honestly deodorant really makes me itch, so I try and take showers whenever I can. That's why I usually always stop at a Love's, because I have diamond status with them, so I don't have to worry about getting fuel before I can shower or paying for a shower. I can just go do it, because deodorant really irritates my skin, and if I use body spray I get really like short of breath and start sneezing and get itchy eyes and shit, so I'm fucked, you know. I can't use it, and sometimes my, you know, I get a little bit of fucking stinky armpits, so whenever I can get a shower I do it, because I don't want to be that guy in line that nobody wants to stand by. I mean, I don't want people by me, but I don't want them not by me because I stink. You know, that sucks that your bunk heater is broken. It's the wrong time of the year for that shit. I remember when I worked for Crete, my APU went out, so I was getting no heat in the bunk, and the truck wouldn't idle, so it's a very cold nights. It was in Utah on New Year's Eve one year, and it was fucking cold. Like, where I'm talking like -10, -15 cold. Truck wouldn't idle. APU wasn't spitting out anything hot. Jeez. I'm surprised I didn't get like fucking hypothermia or something, because that was cold. You know, the weather over here, Hunter, I'm in Dixon, Tennessee right now, and it's cold, and off and on with the flurries and the snow. Gray, kind of miserable. So, and I can't deliver my load today, so I'm just hanging out here. Nice and cozy in the truck. Still sipping on yesterday's Dr. Pepper. Oh, that day. So you didn't have to take 40 at all through Arkansas, did you? Because 40 was a clusterfuck last night and today. There you go. That was probably the smartest option. Stay west of that shit. You know, when they say dogs are very loyal creatures, I want to point something out here. This little doggy over here, there's 2 dogs in there, and I need to go take a shower, and this little dude over here has been sitting exactly like that for the last half hour, waiting for his buddy to come back. How anybody could be mean to animals, or you know, I don't understand, because my animals are my best friends, and obviously this little dude over there, very loyal to his owner. He has been sitting in that seat, pretty much staring straight forward, waiting for his dude to come back. So, looks like he's over there getting anxious about it too. To put some pictures of my cats up on the Instagram. I have 5 cats, believe it or not. People wouldn't take me for a cat person, but I am. And I've been thinking about taking one of my cats with me. See, here's the story. Okay. Last year, for my daughter's birthday, I got her a kitten. My old guitar player's dad, kittens, and he let me have one for my daughter. My daughter named him Pico. And poor little Pico was home alone one day. And I had a long day. I worked a 16-hour day. I came back, and this poor guy had gotten himself stuck in one of my kitchen chairs. How long he had been there, I have no idea. It didn't look like any of his food or water was touched, so I'm guessing he was probably running around being an idiot right after I left for work. And he struggled to get out of the chair and ended up breaking his back. Hardest thing I ever had to do was put down a 3-month-old kitten. And then tell my daughter that her brother, as she called him, ain't around anymore. And it's still heartbreaking to this day, because she'll carry around his little box that his ashes are in, and she'll ask us all to talk to Pico and pet Pico and give him a kiss. Tears me apart. After that happened, I broke down in tears in front of my guitar player's dad, because I didn't want to tell him that the kitten he just gave me had died. And he felt so bad that he still had 2 of them left, and we ended up taking home one of Pico's sisters, who is now named Gypsy. Well, that same day, my landlord told us about a little kitten whose mother died during childbirth. And me, being a big old softy when it comes to animals, said, "Yeah, sure, I'll take her." And she was a little baby 1-month-old kitten, and so we took her in, and her name is Celine. Okay, keep names in mind here. We have Pico, who passed away. Gypsy is his sister. Celine is my little orphan kitty. Okay. Fast forward a few months, the girls are getting along after, beating the shit out of each other for a month. And an ex-friend of ours was moving and couldn't keep her kitten. And this was a little boy. His name is Salem. So me, once again, being a big old softy, said, "I'll take him." So in comes Salem. He's a little black cat. Actually, he's not little anymore. He's like a little fucking panther. And I did not get him neutered in time. And he ended up knocking up both of my girls. Well, both of my girls gave birth. Celine had 3 kittens. And Gypsy had 8 total. 2 of them were stillborn. So 6 kittens. Out of which we kept 1 from each litter. We kept 1 that is Celine's baby, but oddly looks like Gypsy. And her name is Beans. And we kept 1 that looks like a less furry version of OG Pico. And we actually named him Little Pico, or Piquito. That was the insistence of my daughter. Now, for some reason, Gypsy went through a spell where she was really aggressive towards the other cats. She calmed down she's fine now. She's a little timid, but there's a lot of people at my in-laws' house, and she's not used to that. Celine is now the aggressive one, and she's been beating up all the cats. And really, it's weird because she was always our sweet little kitten. She was like the sweetest, most loving little kitten in the world. Now, if she comes up to you, she'll let you pet her for a while, and then she'll snap at you and run away, and then go attack one of the other cats. So she's the one that I've been thinking about taking on the road with me. Because her and I do have a little bit of a bond, and I think maybe it would be good for her to get away from the chaos that's at my in-laws. You know, with the 4 other cats, 2 of them being kittens. And we did end up getting Salem fixed, and we've also got the 2 kittens fixed, but we have not yet gotten the older girls fixed, which is fucking funny, because when they go into heat, they basically will sit there and sexually assault Salem, and he'll get annoyed and swat at him and walk away because he ain't got no nuts. So he's just not interested. And then they'll lay there all wondering why won't he fuck me? But yeah, that's the story of why I have 5 cats. My heart still breaks when I think about Pico. That was rough. I remember I came home, and normally what would happen when I came home when Pico was still alive, in the short time that we had him, I would open the door, even if he wasn't home alone, if my wife and kid were there, I would open the door, he would come running to the door, do his little meow, attack the fucking welcome mat that we had outside, and then follow me into the house. And follow me around until I pet him. Or he would just climb up my leg and sit on my shoulder. This cat was a fucking climber. And when I came home that day, I heard a really weak meow. And I was like, you know, hey buddy. Wondering why he didn't run up to me like usual. And that's when I saw him fucking hanging from the chair. And he didn't look right. He had shat blood, and he was all compressed where he had been sitting all day, and I broke the fucking chair getting him out. I snapped it, and immediately ran downstairs to my neighbor, who is a fucking... She's the sweetest lady, but I call her the crazy old cat lady because she's got 20 cats in that apartment. And she drove me to the vet, and she covered all the costs. You know, we had to pay her back, but she covered all the putting down costs, the cremation costs. That lady is an angel. I'm an atheist, but I'll say it. Michelle, if you ever stumble upon my video, you're an angel. And I missed her. She was an awesome neighbor. Should probably go visit her sometime. Well, yeah, that's the story of my kitties. I want dogs, but my father-in-law is not too fond of animals, so I'm kind of pushing it by having 5 cats in the house. Plus, my sister-in-law has her pit bull there, and we have to keep them separated. My cats are upstairs, the dog is downstairs, because my cats do not get along with him. They see him and they turn into fucking little furry ninjas. Let's see, I've got some comments here. Smooth. He's got his truck idling. I think the dogs are pretty comfortable in there. Because I agree with you. If I see an animal or a child in a car that's not running on an extremely cold or hot day, I will break a window and then call the cops. You know, that's a really fucked up Christmas present, Hunter. Merry Christmas. Say bye-bye to your nuts. That's fucked. Oh, this poor dog over here. He's really getting anxious, waiting for his owner to come back. Yeah, there's the Chihuahua. I'm surprised that the Chihuahua that's in that truck is not sitting there barking at me, because for whatever reason, anytime anybody with a Chihuahua parks next to me, that's what I get the whole time. Fucking Chihuahuas. I don't meet very many of them that I like, or that the feeling is mutual. Usually a bunch of little shitheads with Napoleon syndrome. Well, guess I'm gonna get out of here for now. I'll probably go live again later tonight. No, I'm shut down because I can't deliver my load today. Receiving hours are over, so I figured I'd park where I'm gonna fuel and take a shower, and then get going in the morning. Deliver by 7. I'll probably try and get there by about 6:30. I was just gonna get fuel here, but the line for fuel was pretty much out onto the street, and by the time I got up to the fuel island and I saw some spots up front here, I was like, you know what? I'm not that far away. The weather's miserable. Fuck it. I'll just park for now. But, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here for now. I'll probably go live again later tonight, once everybody's shut down, and we can chit and chat. But until then, take it easy. See y'all later.